Hey folks, I'm getting word that I am live. I'm pmcTRILOGY. This is Armored Core for the original PlayStation. I'm going to be playing the English version on the PSTV. So let me go ahead and get things started here. This is going to be a dense run full of dense things going on. All right, here we go. So first thing we gotta do is pass our driving test, pass our Raven test, so we can be a Raven mercenary.
System engaged.
The best way to do this is using laser blade, but I'm gonna use missiles just for make it a little easier, a little more consistent. I always have trouble using laser blade with this, so we're just gonna kind of strafe on this boy, style on him, and oh, his friend went upstairs. The AI on these particular tracers are wild, and so I always just opt for missiles, especially in a marathon environment. I say as he proceeds to devil the hell out of me. But yeah, this is the original Armored Core From Software game. Of course, From Software made all of the Armored Core games back when they used to make fun video games. Cool. All right, we can be done with this.
You are a Raven.
So we're gonna get rid of this build right away. We got better builds. We need DPS. We need lots of DPS for what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna go shopping immediately. We're also never gonna check our email. Email's for chumps. So we're gonna get rid of all the weapons they gave us. Get rid of the arms because we really need machine gun arms. It really is all we want. Get the cheapest legs that money can buy. And then also, we want some good boosters. So we're starting off our basic build. We want those things. Going into the garage gives us, automatically equips the stuff that we need. So that's really convenient for speedrunning. And then we're going to go off to our first mission to eliminate strikers. In this game, you are a Raven, who is a mercenary that takes jobs from corporations in a post-apocalyptic world.
System engaged.
First thing we're gonna do is grab those missiles, and then we're gonna go fight some boys. There's 5 robots on this bridge. One thing I should mention in terms of, we still have a bad generator, so I'm kind of doing some boost hopping to conserve my energy. When I hop in the air, I don't actively use up boost, so it's sort of easier on me than
Target achieved.
continuing to boost all the time, because otherwise you would run out. So that's that one. The missile launcher we mostly need for money later when we upgrade our build again. Don't check your email. All right, so first we eliminated strikers. Also important to eliminate squatters. We'll actually do 2 variants on this mission.
System engaged.
So this is a PlayStation 1 game, an early PlayStation 1 game too. So there's no DualShock option here. Up makes you go forward, back makes you go back, left or right on the D-pad turn. L1, R1 are strafe. That's all pretty normal. But R2 is look down and L2 is look up. So that's the wild card control scheme. So that's L2
achieved.
to look up, R2 to look down. Pretty cool. I should mention that I only started running Armored Core games earlier this year. It was a series I loved as a kid. You know, like a lot of us loved the games we played as a kid. And
System engaged.
I only came to this in early January, and so I just want to give shout-outs to a lot of the other people who've done runs of this before me. I know some of them are English runners, some of them are Japanese runners. Peaches had done runs. There's some other runners. The moderator for Speedrun.com, Needle, who's I believe a Japanese runner, has been super, super nice and courteous. He was actually hyping up this run on Twitter a lot. So huge shout outs to him for helping me out with this game and other Armored Core games.
Target achieved.
But yeah, Armored Core is fun, folks. This is my conclusion. I've now run all 3 of the PlayStation 1 games. This one Project Phantasma, and Master of Arena, and they are all pretty good. So all these early missions are just, we destroy a cluster of enemies. And the one thing I have to be careful about is not to use up too much ammunition, because I'm trying to conserve my resources so that I don't spend too much money on ammunition. Because you'll notice at the end of each mission, there's a balance sheet where I have to pay up for how much damage I've taken, and also how much ammunition I've used. Ammunition is not free.
Target achieved.
Yo, OJ Machine Zero expressing what I think is a correct opinion there, so I kind of agree with that. But I also grew up more with consoles than PCs, so. All right, this is kind of our first easy failure point. So the category that I'm playing is any % no fail mission, no out of bounds. The no out of bounds part is pretty straightforward. There is out of bounds in this game. I'm not going to do it. And the no fail mission.
Avoid hitting gas canisters if you find them.
In this game, the single player is structured into like about 35 units of time, like on a timeline. The game never tells you this, but the idea is that even if you fail a mission or like just abort it, just leave, just quit, time still advances. And so what I need to be careful about is to not fail any missions, because it's not going to be like a game over where I load an autosave or something. It's going to be a situation where I need to, the run becomes invalid. If you're doing a regular any % speed run, you can just quit out of every mission that you can quit out of. And it more than halves the time of the speed run, but of course it's a very boring run because you're just quitting out of every run. I mean, out of every mission, except for like 4. This is where they make Tide Pods, this facility here.
System engaged.
So most of them are below, and then there's a few enemies up top.
Target achieved.
And we got all of them. Yeah, sweet menus. I usually I'm the sort of person who plays just pure action speedruns and first-person shooters. So the number of menus in this has been a real wake-up call for me. You remember Eliminate Squatters 1? Well, folks, we got Eliminate Squatters 2. Now double the squatters, double the value.
System engaged.
How dare you come here? Don't get carried away just because you're a raven.
All right, more squatters.
Target
Yeah.
achieved.
Eliminate the squatters too. Squat harder, squattist, die squattist. I don't know. I was trying to make a Die Hard joke because that's the next game on the schedule. So, I did say that we're not going to fail any missions, and I mean that in the strictest sense possible. Some of the missions, the contracts were written poorly, and so in this one we're supposed to
System
destroy these
engaged.
worker robots without destroying all the computer generators.
Me, Raven. Hitting a generator could cause an explosion, so please.
Yeah, it would be a shame if I caused an explosion that destroyed all the worker robots and sent us to 3 FPS gameplay. That would suck. Oh, damn. So these 2 computers are going to stay alive for me. And then we're going to go to the other room and kill all the computers. And I need to walk forward into this room, because what happens is the last 2 worker robots
Target
only
achieved.
spawn when I enter this room. And so as the explosions are happening, it spawns in the last workers, and I'm able to complete the mission very quickly. Some missions we get paid for in parts, and so this mission they give us legs.
We've arrived at the combat area. We'll leave as soon as your AC is deployed.
System
If you're
engaged.
curious whether there's a difference between Japanese and English, Japanese is about 40 seconds faster purely for text scrolling reasons as far as I can tell.
Target achieved.
All right, I hope y'all like shopping because we're going shopping again. We're gonna make our real build this time. Gonna get rid of the head, the body, the arms, the legs, those legs too, this generator, this FCS. We're gonna keep the boosters though. We want to get this cool zero head, get this core. We're gonna get better machine gun arms because these fire more bullets faster. We're gonna get floaty hover legs because those are pretty cool. They're also fast. Gonna get a better generator and a better FCS. And then we'll all put it on. Hooray, look at me now. Look at me now. Yeah, the only problem with more bullets faster is that sometimes you run out of bullets, but that
System
shouldn't happen,
engaged.
hopefully. We're in a parking garage, and someone's trying to get away from us. It actually won't be the last time this happens in my speedruns tonight. All right, so he's going to try and flee, but we're going to block him. Maybe. Yeah, see, buddy, they don't let me use the parking garage.
Achieved.
So that's pretty satisfying. And now we're going to get our first mission where we do lots and lots of movement, or like lots of horizontal movement. The reason we want these legs is because these legs are pretty good at getting us across vast horizontal spaces. And so here we really, really need to go very fast because this is just the mission where we go
System
from point A to point B.
engaged.
Boost hopping, as far as I can tell, is pretty similar with these legs, although it's a little different because one of the things that we're trying to do with these legs is avoid the stopping animation. You'll probably see me do it because it'll happen if I get shot just as I land. But the idea here is that these legs have very fast normal movement, even when I'm not boosting. And so I'm trying to always land into that forward movement when I'm doing my boost hopping, so that way I'm keeping a lot of just forward movement. I'm also trying to avoid getting into red energy. The red energy respawns a lot slower than the green energy, although red energy does count for a lot more. It gets used up more slowly. If I run out of energy, I get stuck waiting for the whole bar to recharge in the red, and it's real slow.
Is that you, Raven? The target is in this sector. We're counting on you.
Yeah, see there, I got the stopping animation because I wasn't maintaining enough
Target
forward movement.
identified.
Yeah, running out of energy, real bad time. Don't do it. So this is the guy we were coming after, and we just mow him down.
Target achieved.
And that's easy peasy. All right, so you notice that shooting in this game, most of the time your objective is to get your target to appear within the red box, right? That's the FCS box. In this mission, I'm going to be doing a lot of free aiming, which is either going to look really good or really bad, because our goal here is going to be to destroy all of these fuel depot containers.
System engaged. Malfunction. Malfunction. Radar abnormality.
All right, it's looking good so far. That's always a relief. I would say this is probably my least favorite mission in the game, but I may just be complaining about having to actually aim for once.
Enemy approaching.
We're gonna pick up this gun. This
Danger.
gun is worth a lot of
Danger.
cash, which we'll use later.
Danger. Weapon obtained.
Ooh, there we go. That was smooth. I almost look like I know what I'm doing in this game. So yeah, our objective entirely is just to destroy these containers. So we make a big loop coming around.
Danger. Danger. Danger.
Some of them chain react, and some of them don't. It's really random. You would think it's just a matter of proximity, but those two didn't chain react, so I don't know.
Targets destroyed.
But we got all our targets, so let's get out of here.
Raven, that is enough. Go back
Yeah,
now.
go back. Go back now.
Target achieved.
So we have stopped all the fuel. Stop all your fueling. But now we got to go rescue a survey team. A lot of the levels in this game get reused for multiple missions, but they'll break up the levels differently, which is
System
pretty
engaged.
interesting because what it means is that you can in the other versions of the level you can go out of bounds and explore portions of the level by coming back in bounds in those portions you're not supposed to be in. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend it. Out of bounds in this game is super cool. Also, check out all the Spider Bros. I hate these guys. They stun me when they hit me, and they also body block really well. They're super annoying. Also, mad respect to the person who just keeps saying "drop the pipe." There's a reason. There's a reason they're saying that, and it all will be explained later. Don't worry about it. All right, so here I'm going to avoid using up. My objective here is to hit a switch to open a door at the end here.
Raven, thank goodness. Destroy the gate lock device. This will certainly open the gate.
There we go. We got it.
Target achieved.
So we have now rescued them. We didn't destroy any of the enemies on the way, but they're rescued. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But as a mercenary, sometimes we get hired just to test out prototype robots to fight against. And so this is one example where we're going to fight against Chaos 0.8.
The test MT you'll fight is completely automated. There's no need
Yeah,
to
there's
be
no
timid.
need to be timid,
Give it
Robot
all
Sean.
you've got.
System engaged.
So we're just going to unload on this guy. And yeah, there we go. Great mission.
We got some excellent
Excellent data.
We'll put it to
We
good
killed
use
it.
in the
It's
future.
great.
Thank
So
you for your
useful.
help.
The
Target
data
achieved.
the data has many bullet points. Let me tell you. All right. So, so this is right now in the game there are two branches. One of them we take the side of Murakumo Corporation, the other side we take the other branch we take the side of Chrome Corporation.
We have reached the target.
Those two missions are a major branching point that will give you a lot of points one way or the other.
Find the entrance before then.
And so, part of the we pick missions for two reasons. One of the reasons that we pick missions is because they're fast and short, and the other reason we pick missions is to affect which branch we get.
Lock destroyed. Transmitting coordinates.
We have your position.
All right, so that's easy.
Bring in from there.
Spoilers. I knew where the secret entrance was already. I've played the game before.
Target achieved.
I love the ambient noises. All the grinding ambient noises in this game are wonderful, and I appreciate them. So, time to guard a warehouse, though. We don't only attack; we also protect. Great factoid about this mission: the part that you're guarding, you can actually turn around, blow off the warehouse door, and steal it,
System
and the game will
engaged.
end the mission for breach of contract, which is a
Enemy
really
approaching.
good detail.
Danger. 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 Enemy approaching. Danger. Danger. Danger.
So there's 3 waves of enemies.
approaching.
I know where they all are.
Danger. Danger. Danger.
cool. Nice.
Target achieved.
Yeah, I love to breach contracts, but unfortunately we're playing no-fail missions, so I cannot breach the contract. Alright, so you may have heard of Dark Soul. We must stop Dark Soul. This is the gang Dark Soul. They're the Dark Souls. We must put an end to them before the Dark Souls problem gets out of hand.
We've arrived at the combat area. Many mines have been planted in this area. Be very careful in your movements.
System engaged.
So they're just a bunch of tanks, and we're going to fly around and blow them up.
Target
Got 'em.
achieved.
Dark Souls has been averted at long last. All right, so this is a quick mission. They don't pay us much, but we're only going to have to destroy one guy. If you were playing any %, you would go and get the generator that's hidden in this
System
level, but
engaged.
nope.
Target achieved.
We did it. We did it, folks. I'm sure that wasn't ominous at all. Part of the deep lore of this game is that as the game goes on, the computer that controls society starts to betray us. And this that's like the first hint that something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
System engaged.
So this mission, we got to deal with some biological threats. And one thing I should note is that I can't lock on to biological threats, but the one that we actually have to kill is so big it doesn't really matter. There are some, I think it would be head parts that would allow you to lock on to biological targets, but whatever. We don't got to worry about that. We just got to get where we got to get. Oh,
Target
so that's our target.
identified.
And we just got to blow them up. See you later.
Target achieved.
Very squishy. All right, folks, it is time to get our final set of upgrades. We must go shopping once again. Gonna get rid of that. We don't need that. And there's the Karasawa, which we don't need either. Mostly right now, though, what we want to do is pick up these legs for later, get a bunch of optional parts to help our energy cannon that we're about to pick up, and also our general supply of energy. And then pick up this nice plasma cannon. And also, when you get optional parts to equip them, you just gotta flip them on in your garage. Or if you're British, you can say garage, but I don't recommend it. Cool. So now we have an extra weapon, which will be good security,
System
and we'll go from
engaged.
there.
Raven, there is a total of 3 control panels. Destroy all 3 as soon as you find them.
So you might remember these panels from earlier. We're going to blow those up, of course. In this mission, we have to destroy 3 computers to stop some security MT that we never see.
Danger. Danger. Lock unlocked. Lock unlocked.
But yeah, the main reason I picked up that plasma cannon at this specific point in the run is because I need a weapon with a blast radius in order to pick a lock.
Lock unlocked.
So there we go. There was a panel on the other side of this door, and I was able to blow that up thanks to having. There we go. I was locking onto something through the door. There we go.
achieved.
We have freed them. But yeah, that the main trick in that mission is that we use a weapon of a large blast radius to pick a lock. It's a pretty good time. So now for the mission, I think that has the coolest aesthetic. One of the coolest aesthetics in the game. This is supposed to be deep underground, and we're recovering some ancient capsule from a lab. It's very cool.
System engaged.
Mostly, though, we're just going to be going from point A to point B. But we got to drop down, turn left. I used to do a different route with this game where I didn't do this mission, so it was actually kind of neat to come back and do several different missions. This current route avoids having to do guard freight train, which is a mission that has like basically an auto-scroller because you have to guard a train. So it's way better to do it this way. One of the things that's going on with the selection of missions is that we are selecting our missions in such a manner that it creates a few points in the timeline where there is no mission that is selectable, and so the game just advances time. So you could do as many as, I think, 36 missions throughout the game. We're going to end up doing, I think, 34. Just by nature of the fact that we've selected missions in such a way that we avoid doing the full 36 units of time. All right, time for a simple mission about guarding an airplane.
System engaged.
What's great about this mission is that the whole thing is a
Tower to Raven,
ruse.
come in. 3 unidentified craft are approaching. Be careful. Tower to Raven, come in. Eliminate all enemies on the runways.
So we just have to kill a few waves of enemies.
Tower to Raven, come in. Enemy transport approaching. It's carrying reinforcements. Good work, Raven. The doctor
Cool.
just took off
Very
safely
nice.
from another airport. We're gonna blow up that airplane along with the enemy craft. Stand back.
Oh yeah, shoot the airplane right as it explodes to make it look like you blow it up. Yeah, so the guy that we're supposed to be protecting isn't even here, and they blow up the aircraft anyway.
Target achieved.
We did it, though. Mission accomplished. All right, now it's time to go back in for another round of testing prototypes, which will definitely not come back to bite us in the ass later. Ooh, they got... You remember Chaos 0.8? Well, this is Chaos 0.9. Woo, lad.
Begin the test. Fight with all your might.
All your might.
System engaged.
So this guy always goes around to my left. Oh, I thought he was dead. There we go. That's what I get for letting off the trigger.
Sorry, but you get no break. Try a test against another MT. Ready? Start.
There we go. That one was much cleaner.
You lived up to your fame, Raven. There still seems to be room for improvement
Yeah.
here. Thank you for your help.
Our killer
This
robot
ends the test.
failed to kill you. Must be
Target
some room for
achieved.
improvement. Makes sense. Well, you may remember that sometimes we protect planes, but we do also, in fact, destroy planes. This plane, though, already destroyed itself,
This
so
is
it's
the
more like
target.
finishing it off.
The nose of the downed plane is in the center of the crater. Destroy it.
System engaged. Enemy found.
Oh, what? Wow, that guy went far. Usually they stay in that one area of the crater where you are. That guy went for a ride.
Enemy approaching.
He took me for a ride.
Danger.
We're playing Marvel
Danger.
2 now.
Danger.
So this guy, so AC is going to show up, and I'm going to have a plasma cannon waiting for him. A nice plasma bath.
Name of AC. Kamui Mark 17.
Cool. He dodged a lot of the plasma, but we had plenty of machine gun left over. Ideally, you'd be able to get him with all the plasma shots right away. All right, so we're so famous now that they want us to just do battles for fun. So they're gonna invite us to do just a testing battle.
With your skill, one-on-one isn't a fair fight. So we have evened things up with a bit of a handicap. Now let's start.
But it's actually a 2v1.
System engaged. Name of AC.
It's okay, these guys are chumps. Easy
Target
peasy.
achieved.
So I mentioned that as this game goes on, the nature of the missions are just traps to try and kill us. And this is going to be the first one that's pretty much explicitly just an attempt to murder us. This guy gives us 35,000 in advance to just meet him at an underwater base under the ocean.
This base is certain to have secrets. Split up into 2 groups and search.
He's, hey man, just go off on your own and search for stuff. It'll be fine. No big deal.
System engaged.
So whenever I jump like that, I'm messing up because I mean to be moving before I jump or before I hit X. So this is going to be the first mission, or probably the worst body blocking mission in terms of these spider robots getting in my way. I mean, let's just go check out this room. This room's going to be normal, right?
I've locked the
Oh,
doors.
lock the doors.
Sorry,
No-
but
no way we're getting
killing you
out.
is my mission. I will take my leave now.
Yep, doors are totally locked. He got us, folks. But yeah, so that guy doesn't bother to make sure that we die. So, you know, we're probably going to live because we're probably going to figure out a way to escape. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, all these spider robots are working as hard as possible to body block me.
Escape pod
Nice.
discovered.
Escape
Combat
confirmed.
terminated.
If you go out of bounds in that mission, all the fish are enemies with hitboxes, but they're invincible. So you can shoot them and it registers hit, but you can't kill them. They're invincible fish. Someone is trying to release farts, and so we're gonna stop them. This is stop gas exposure. This is a mission where there's an underground base full of
System
leaking gas that
engaged.
corrodes our armor and kills us slowly, but we have to plant 5 bombs. I was terrified of this mission as a kid. It's not that bad. So the place where we have to plant the bombs is on these pillars, and specifically,
Bomb planted.
you need to get that message, and you need to face a certain direction while you're behind the pillar. Usually there's one pillar that's slightly different.
Bomb planted.
But yeah, so there'll be 5 of them. There will be enemies up ahead, but we'll mostly just ignore them. There's going to be more of those spider robots. There are a few uphill sections. The type of movement that these legs have the most trouble with is uphill movement, as far as I can tell. And so there will be a few uphill ramps in this they're not long though, so we'll be able to get past them. We will be switching off these legs in the very end of the game. Oh, yeah, this is the one where the bomb is on a different side of it, instead of being on the side that faces away from the door.
Bomb planted.
All right, so we got one more bomb that'll head back up. There are 2 entrances to this underground base, and so, of course, we 1 and 1. We'll be coming back up the other. I used up too much of my energy. Folks, it's late at night, managing my energy poorly. Please forgive me. All right, so this should be our last bomb. It'll tell us that we've planted all the bombs.
All bombs
There we go.
planted.
So now we can get out of here, because the place is gonna blow. It already smells. Hooray, we did it. We have prevented the gas from being
achieved.
released, from being exposed. So if you remember the bugs from earlier, turns out we didn't fix that problem, so we're gonna have to go and deal with more bugs. If you remember Exterminate Organisms 1, you'll love Exterminate Organisms 2, now with 4 times the organisms.
System engaged.
Raven, don't worry about the small ones. Aim for the big ones that are able to reproduce.
You know what I'm talking about, those big bugs. So our goal here is to destroy the 4 big bugs. And they're on fixed locations, so we just know where to go. All right, we got one up here on the right. Cool. He even knocked us backwards. I mean, we were going this direction anyway. That's what I always tell people when I get knocked back in a game. I'm like, you know what? I was going that way anyway. You didn't knock me back. I meant to go that way.
One of the big ones might be over there. Be careful.
I think, yeah, he blew up. Okay. And there we go. Easy money.
Achieved.
We have exterminated all of the organisms. We did our job. Gonna take that paycheck, go home. All right, so now we got some intruders who are dealing with more. They're in the Terminator 2 Judgment Day furnace, and so we need to stop them.
System engaged.
And then we're gonna throw ourselves into the furnace. Woo!
Target achieved.
Dance into the fire. All right. The furnace actually doesn't do that much damage to you. It's actually really slow. I was testing it just because I was curious what would happen if I fell in. It really doesn't do that much. All right, so this is a cool mission. We're gonna try and get to an objective before
System engaged.
a dialogue line plays, and it'll save us a good bit of time.
Target obtained.
Ooh, that guy almost... that canister can get blown up,
Target
but we
achieved.
managed to avoid the voice line playing, so that was pretty good. And that guy's just going to walk around into a wall because he doesn't know what to do with his life now. All right, so we've reached pretty much about the end of the branch. We've sided with Murakuma Corporation, and the Chrome Corporation doesn't like that, so they're starting a war, a nuclear war.
System engaged.
And we gotta go take out the Chaos Robots. You remember these Chaos Robots that I kept fighting? Yeah, it turns out they're here to fight me. Turns out bullets still work on them. All right, sorry, you can't take hard cover behind the building. That's rude. Usually I try to bait them over to this area so they can't take hard cover behind buildings, because that's just frustrating. Like, this is a pretty bad fight, because ideally he would have been in open terrain and I would have just mowed him down. There we go, we got him.
Target achieved.
All right, so we are now we're going to downgrade our legs a little bit, but mostly because we need legs that will allow us to go uphill better. So we're going to switch back to these legs that we had picked up earlier. These will be useful for going uphill, which is something that we need. But yeah, there's Chrome remnants. We have defeated the Chrome army, but there's still some Chrome remnants that we got to mop up, maybe? I hope this isn't a trap designed to kill us.
Arrived at the combat area. We'll leave as soon as your AC is deployed.
All right, the PSTV is chugging.
System
That's
engaged.
weird. I'm sure it's fine, folks. Yeah, again, I'm playing the North American version on a PSTV, so... But yeah, so we're supposed to fight these guys, but we don't actually have to. The only thing we have to do is just exit at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit. Right, so these legs are way better at getting up these steep slopes than the other ones are. Hence our preference for going with these. We are almost out of this labyrinth. Don't worry. If you enjoyed watching me ascend this labyrinth, because be confident in your future, because we're gonna do it again shortly.
Raven,
Oh no.
help me. Monster.
Oh no, it's monster.
Enemy discovered. Danger. Danger. Danger.
Oh, okay. All right, we got him. We got him. We got him. He's a big boy, but he's a soft boy.
Target achieved.
Took him out. All right. I hope you're all ready to hate the news and drop the pipe.
Kumo and the up-and-coming Verge Company is becoming more and more intense. Future developments look interesting.
Yep. Drop the pipe.
So, nothing has changed after all.
Nothing has changed. Smash the TV. Drop the pipe. So now Chrome Corporation has fallen, but it turns out when you destroy the one corporation, you destroy both corporations. Also, it was only the beginning of the real end? Question mark? But we got more work to do. Turns out, there's even more Chrome remnants. This is the same level, basically the same mission, but it's going to play out slightly differently.
System engaged.
But we are going to go ahead and just go back to that hole. To complete this mission, you really only have to go down to like the second room, but it's still faster to use this drop than go back in through the tunnel. Right, so here's the room. Give us a voice line.
There seems to be nothing else here. That's enough. Please return.
Yeah, there's nothing else here. This isn't an ambush. Just please return. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Actually, it's a huge ambush. Oh, what? I keep getting weird movements. It's fine. All right, so we are almost out of here. This time, though, instead of having the big boss, you may remember someone tried to kill me earlier. And it seems like they're going to be really annoyed I'm still alive.
You are still alive? But we will end that now. Don't you understand? You are totally out of line. You are going overboard.
Name of AC.
Yeah, so that guy got hosed. We went
Target
overboard. We killed him before our computer could even tell us his name. Well, I'm sure everything is fine at the office. Let's just go back in for another day of work. They want us to come into the office and destroy some floating mines. They said that they cleared out all of the terrorists. There won't be any enemies in here. We just have to get rid of the floating mines. I repeat, absolutely no enemies. Yep, no enemies here. I'm sure that was just the fluke. It was probably some terrorists that they overlooked. There definitely won't be a second ambush. Yeah, we get some sick elevator music, though. All right, easy peasy. So now the game is going to refresh our health and ammo, but we don't actually need that much health and ammo to complete the game. I do want you all to give me some energy for this next part, though. I'm going to try and ascend the shaft in one go-around, and it should be pretty consistent, but it's pretty easy to get bumped by things and have something go wrong. So I'm sure this will be fine. No, I think all right, wait. It's fine. I should have that more consistent, but what are you going to do? That was close. I attached it just a bit too much. It's a really precise sort of thing. It should be consistent, but I just haven't gotten there with the consistency yet. Sadly. We almost had it.
Resistance is futile. Your fate is sealed.
Anyway, in these next two shafts, we have 9ball who wants to fight us, but we don't actually have to fight him, and he's kind of dangerous. So whoa, boy. Oh, wow. 9ball is hitbox. Okay, I'm not standing on anything, game, please. PlayStation 1 collision boxes, folks. Well, anyway, we got past 9ball, right? So that should be pretty safe. We definitely won't have to deal with anything like that again. It's not like 9ball could possibly be in this second shaft. Oh, shoot. Well, 9ball might be here, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. How could there be two 9balls? That doesn't make any sense. So now that we've ascended, turns out that society is controlled by a central computer, and the central computer feels that we've become too powerful, and so it's been trying to kill us for like half the game. But it is we who will win. It is we who are the victors. All right, and that is the end of that. I will end the timer here on the save prompt, which is how we do timing. Cool. All right, 53. That's a pretty solid run. I'm pretty happy with that for good old Mary. Yeah, we live in a society. I'm gonna let the CG play out, folks. I will be. Thank you for watching that. Thank you again to the Armored Core speedrunning community. They are super dope people. All the JP runners, Needle especially. I will be back in a little bit with Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza, which is a little different. But I'm so glad you enjoyed this, and see you again real soon.